A good morning. The excitement and anticipation has been building for this. The amount of self-control to wait until I had a chance to document this. The titanium SS and titanium brass, TiSS, TiBr, Banshees have been here for about 8 days now. I have them assembled, and I still haven't thrown them because I wanted to get the first impressions caught on video, and that's what we're doing right now. Just for some housekeeping to get out of the way, the specs, they're 55.85 wide, 55.85 diameter, 43 millimeters wide, larger gap, 4.7 millimeters, G19 pads, 10 millimeter axle. This is something that I never thought we were going to do. Some of you over on Patreon just talked me into it. So this is the V1 Proto. It was pre-order proto style, so there's like maybe 8 or 10 sets, somewhere in there, out there, eventually. I have not thrown it, so I have not tested all of them yet, so I'm not sure exactly how many of them came back smooth and how the design worked for the first prototype of this. First impressions in the hand, absolutely elegant, gorgeous. Right off the bat, when I opened the parts, I thought that the titanium SS was a mistake. The titanium to SS is so clean and crisp. I thought it was a solid titanium Banshee. Absolutely incredible. So the SS version, it comes in at 63.65 grams. And now to give you a good idea here, the brass version is 66.25. We didn't change the design of the titanium on either of those. We just changed the material on the rim. So recently we did a slight redesign on the Herdsman, and we went from stainless steel to brass. That only increased the weight 0.8 grams, and there was a slight redesign there. So that gives you an idea of how much of the weight is packed into the stainless steel and brass rim on these. We took full advantage of the titanium body, super thin all the way up, and just huge stainless steel and brass rims on here. The 3-gram difference gives you a good idea on how thick those rims are just by changing the material. You know, it's almost 4 or 5 times the size of the stainless steel and brass on the Herdsman. Okay, we're gonna start with the SS. Haven't thrown it. Only thing I've done is assemble these, so this is not an in-depth review. This is just the first throw, first impressions. I'm expecting it to play pretty heavy, big gap, maybe even a little bit of a thunk at the end, and we'll see. First toss, halfway wind, stability out of this world, fantastic spin time. Didn't even play that heavy. This is the 63 and some change version. Thought it might play heavy with so much rim weight, but it really doesn't. It hits the bottom of the string with just a little bit of heft. You can kind of feel it. That last few winds, it kind of free falls, so there is a little bounce at the bottom. This is much more agile than I was expecting. It has a lot of momentum, but it has more agility than I thought. I thought it'd be hard to move around because of the rim weight. Alright, that's smooth test. Phenomenal. Stainless steel version exceeded expectations. Wow. Alright, let's try the brass version. Now this is 3 extra grams packed onto the edge. Let's see how that feels. Okay, this one's got some more heft. This has got the momentum I was expecting. A lot less agile, actually. once it gets moving, it wants to keep moving. So it's going to be a fast player. It's just hard to adjust. This is what I was expecting the stainless steel to play like, and part of the reason I was like afraid to do the brass version. So that's a good happy medium. That one's so agile, and then this one is really kind of what I expected out of a super rim weighted full size, full weighted yo-yo. Spin time and stability just out of this world. A little bit slower for me. The momentum keeps it rolling through tricks. Still tons of spin left in that. This one has a tinge of vibe on this brass version, not a lot. The stainless steel, well, just that specific one was almost glass smooth. This has kind of got it's just a tinge right there on the rim, kind of really what you would expect out of a titanium, or definitely a titanium with rims. Does not have a thunk at the end. Even with the wider gap and weight, it still spins all the way down. It doesn't release. Maybe it'll release down after the pads get broken in, I don't know. It's just a nice smooth toss. I love them. First impressions, very, very pleased with them. More info on them soon.